Hey everybody, Max Kevin here. It's Little Kitty Podcast. Not too long. Oh well, back to workies jerkies today. Gotta go back to work. Working for the man. Actually, I only have 4 more days of work this month. And then I'm off. Then I'm off till April. Fuck yeah, dude. 2 months off. All right. I still get paid because they pay me over 12 months. Instead of 8 months. Anyway, 4 more days of work, 4 more days of work, and I go in there. Tell the kids, alright kids, baby, how about I do? Let's study English, and they'll be like, oh yeah, that's what I'll do. Oh yeah, that's what I do. Anyway, I was watching a little football this weekend. You guys watch that day of football, dude? It's the last game of the season, dude. Last game of the season. Of course, my team is Los Angeles Chargers, also known as the San Diego Chargers. Of course, they clinched a playoff spot last week. So this game that they were playing this week was completely meaningless. Like even if they won, it wouldn't change their seed at all. They'll still be in the same seed. Nothing. The game was of no consequence at all. And, the coach decided to start all the starters, every single starter. Well, you're going to play this game that has no... I mean, he could have easily just told everyone to rest, give them a week of rest, so they could be well rested for the playoffs, for the game that actually matters. But instead, he decided to have them all play, I mean, I don't know. Like, did they have to practice that week too? I feel like if they just were given a week of rest, that would have, maybe made them a lot better for the playoffs there. But of course, the coach and whoever's in charge there said, nope, let's start all our starters. And then of course, I think this guy Williams, he got injured. Oopsies, that was a mistake. One of your starters got injured right before the playoffs. Oh, that was a good decision. Good thing you played him. Instead of giving him a week to rest. That was good tactics. That's good strategy. That's good. It's good. Good job there. Awesome, even though they were playing the starters, they still lost. They did lose to the Denver Broncos, who are fucking terrible. So I'm not really looking forward to the playoffs there. I think their Chargers are going up against the Jaguars, and the Jaguars are on like a 5-game winning streak there. So it's not looking too good for the Chargers. Their playoff chances. Yeah, okay, let's see. Next week, we got the 49ers versus the Seahawks. I'm taking the 49ers. We got the Jaguars versus the Chargers. Even though I'm a Chargers fan, I'm taking the Jaguars. We got the Bills versus the Dolphins. I'm taking the Bills. Then we got Vikings versus Giants. I'm taking the Vikings. Bengals versus Ravens. I'm taking the Bengals. Buccaneers versus Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys. Those are my bets. Of course, I haven't bet any money yet. I got to look at the odds. I feel like all of my choices are going to be heavy favorites, so it might not even be worthwhile to bet on that, because you never know who's going to show up on game day. You never know which team's going to show up there, but I feel like all 6 of these games, there should be heavy favorites. I was also watching the Packers versus the Lions, This is like the Packers had to win that game to go to the playoffs. If they lost, the season's over. Later, Aaron Rodgers. Go back to hosting Jeopardy and denying COVID vaccines, all right? Oh, you're immunized, huh? What does that mean, huh? Does that mean you took the vaccine? Oh, what, you don't want that? You don't want those microchips? You don't want those Bill Gates microchips in your bloodstream? What are you, racist? During that game, one of the players, I think his like number 7, I forget his name, but he got ejected from the game. Because he pushed an official or something. Yeah, he pushed an athletic trainer. Because one dude was on the ground and this athletic trainer was trying to get to him, and then he kind of nudged him out of the way. So he got angry and pushed him, and this guy got ejected, and he made a record for the only player to ever be ejected from a game twice in a season. This is the second time. This is the game that they must win this game to go to the playoffs. And this fucking guy cannot hold back his urge to push an athletic trainer he's not even a player, He's just like a coach. He could not resist that urge. And Yeah, well, the Packers lost. I don't know. I don't know if that guy continuing playing would have helped, but probably didn't. Probably, maybe. Maybe don't push that guy. Yeah. Yeah, then of course the Lions there. One of the passes, like this dude, he caught it with his legs. I don't know if you guys saw this game. Like this dude, I think that's got to be like one of the most amazing catches I've ever seen. Like they originally ruled it an incomplete pass, but then they reviewed it or whatever, and it turns out the guy caught it with his legs. Like he originally caught it with his hands and then dropped it, right? And like as he dropped it, he gets tackled, so he's falling to the ground, and the ball like goes in between his thighs. So he what's the word I'm looking for? He clasps the ball with his thighs, and then like as he hits the ground, grabs it with his other hand, grabs the back of it with his other hand, so it counts as a catch, because the ball never touched the ground, But basically, he caught it with his legs. Anyway, congratulations to the Lions. They had a winning season. I don't know. I can't remember the last time they had a winning season. But they're not going to the playoffs either. Anyway, fucking Tom Brady's going to the playoffs. Right? He's getting divorced from Giselle Bundchen because he wants to fuck the new 25-year-old model girls. But now he's gonna have to go against the Cowboys. Cowboys are doing pretty good this year. I don't know. Maybe how about the dude they're going against Tom Brady? I mean, even though the Buccaneers didn't have a winning record, they were 8-9. They're still going to playoffs because their division was full of terrible teams. Fucking Tom Brady. He's 47 years old. He's 87 years old anyway. What else is going on here? What else is going on here? Yeah, yesterday there was like some Japanese celebrity wanted to try stand-up comedy for the first time. She's like she's a YouTube sensation. I've never heard of her. But my lady friend, I was like, hey, have you heard of this chick? She's like, oh yeah, everybody else heard. She's famous in Japan. Why don't you know her? I'm like, well, because I don't give a fuck about any Japanese celebrities, basically. There's really only like one Japanese celebrity I know. This guy Degawa, and I like him. He's funny because like most of his bits that he does on this TV show, he goes to America and tries to speak English. Like they give him a mission. They're like, okay, go to this landmark and buy this thing, and then they just like drop him off in the middle of nowhere, and then he has to figure out how to get to that landmark, and use his terrible English. He's pretty funny. He's a pretty funny dude. But besides him, I don't really know any Japanese celebrities, So anyway, this one girl, she wanted to try her English comedy, and so they're filming this, but it's like a Tuesday afternoon, So of course there's not too much. I mean, there's not too much demand there for daytime comedy on a Tuesday, So the club owners there, they're asking the other comedians if they want to come. But actually, I went there and there was a few comedians there. But like, actually, I mean, this chick, she's super famous, I guess. So she was able to rouse her fans or whatever. It was a packed house. There was a lot of people there. There was like 30 people there. Yeah. So anyway, this chick did her comedy. It wasn't bad, not bad for a first timer. Not bad, I mean, I guess she's a performer already, but this is her first time doing English stand-up comedy. And of course, there was a lot of foreigners in the audience that were fans of her, and there was this one girl that wouldn't shut the fuck up. We call them a heckler. There's a heckler. And this girl was like, because like when you're on stage and you're talking to the audience, pretty much everything you say is a rhetorical question, right? You're not actually looking for answers, right? And this girl kept answering every question as if the comedian was talking to her directly. It's like, hey lady, there's 30 other people in here. She's not talking to you. Shut the fuck up so we can watch this. Oh, by the way, we're filming this, okay? We don't want your goddamn voice on the TV show, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, they interviewed that girl after the performance there, so she'll probably be on TV. But goddamn, she was annoying. Holy shit! Yeah, there was some like, I don't know what I would call them, like annoying people there. Like there was another dude that showed up and he was like wearing Louis Vuitton. He had like a Louis Vuitton hat, and like he had just all the all the different names of European and whatever. Versace. I don't even know their names. But like basically every single piece of his clothing had someone else's name on it. The only name my clothing has is Walmart. Anyway. Yeah, there was some interesting people there. that was that was great. That was great there. I wish I had fans. That'd be nice. People come to my comedy show. Oh well, maybe someday. Probably not though. Let's see. I'm doing a comedy show on Friday. Should be all right. Hopefully we get some audience members. I don't know. Maybe we gotta get some famous YouTube stars. Cause no one wants to come see me. Cause I'm not famous. Nobody cares about me except my mommy. Let's see what else. Should I use these last few minutes to continue talking about my my Christmas vacation? Yeah, okay. So the second day there, Christmas vacation. My brother, he for my Christmas present, he got me a spa day. We got a little spa day. We're going to the spa. We're going to the onsen, the hot springs. Yeah, so like where he lives, there's like this natural hot spring there, and it's got the sulfur. It's got the sulfur hot springs, so you go in the pool there and it smells like a diarrhea dump, So you just soak your body in the diarrhea, and then after you get out, it's supposed to be good for your skin. So if you have any skin problems, maybe you just find a homeless person to come just take a big diarrhea dump on your. Apparently, it's good for your skin. The sulfur there. But yeah, it was fun. Like this spa. I guess it's pretty much just like a pool. Like you go to the pool with your friends, your little kid is like, go to the pool, there's a diving board, but like adults, that's not really fun, but this was like a pool for adults, right? So they had like all these, they had all these different pools, they had like a saltwater pool, and then they had like a, cold plunge, hot plunge, and and then they had the natural sulfur hot spring pool that smelled like a dumpster, and then they had like the mud bath or whatever, you could like rub mud on your body. I guess that was part of the diarrhea. I don't know how much diarrhea was in that mud, but so we rubbed that mud all over our bodies, and then we kind of looked like we were black people. That was a little bit of a cultural appropriation there. I was doing blackface with the mud there. Hopefully, I'll never run for political office because those pictures aren't going to look too good. They're going to be like, "What is this? What is this? You're racist?" Like, no, I was just trying to exfoliate. All right. I'm just trying to exfoliate my skin. I just want to look beautiful, okay? I'm not doing blackface, all right? This mud is just too dark, all right? They don't have white mud, all right? Yeah, so that was pretty fun, and like this place is like, supposed to be like, oh, you got it, like it's real healthy, It's like, and they have a restaurant too, and they're like, oh, look at all these healthy foods we got, and there's a health spa, you can get a massage, and also we have alcohol. Mostly, it's also a bar, There's like a lot of, they're trying to sell you drinks all the time. It's like, let's get fucking drunk. All right, let's get fucking drunk and focus on our health. All right. So that was fun. That was actually really fun. I really enjoyed that, going to spa there. I think it was pretty expensive. I think it was like, I don't know exactly. I think it might have been like $80 for the day there, just to go in there. But yeah, I saw some people in there, like some young people. I was like, what are you doing? Like they're by themselves. Like, what are you doing here? This place costs $80. This is an exclusive club, right? This is like 80. What are you doing here, kid? What are you, some software developer? What are you, some crypto bro? What'd you get into Dogecoin early? Yeah. Of course, they also had a sauna there. I don't know. Every time you go to a sauna, there's always like one old guy in the sauna that like won't stop talking. Like everyone's sitting in there silently, and then the old guy comes in there, and he starts conversations with everybody. He's like, hey, how you doing? He's like not even from America, He's got like an accent. His tits are sagging, because he's like an old man with saggy tits. Starts talking to everybody. He's like, oh, nice weather day. Oh, yeah, great, old man. Hey, trying to get a sweat on here, all right? Trying to sweat, so shut the fuck up, all right? Yeah, the locker room, you could get naked and go in the sauna if you wanted to do that. I chose not to, actually. But it was a nice place. It was called I forget what it was called, but it's in there in Corona, California. If you're ever in Corona, California, maybe just search online. I think it's called, what is it called, like Glen Village or something? I can't remember exactly. Anyway, that was a fun day. I guess you can learn more about my Christmas vacation on the next podcast, whenever I get around to making it, because I got fat lazy fuck syndrome, and I gotta get ready for work right now. Oh, anyway, thanks for listening. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.